Hi there, this is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. I'm back to do some more cusp readings for you. I apologize for the delay. It's been a busy start of the year for me, and I'm just excited to be back. This particular reading is going to be a relationship reading for the cusp Sagittarius Capricorn. So Sagittarius Capricorn, and by the way, it's Friday night here in the East. So I've got a little bit of Prosecco. I hope you don't mind. Just thought I'd relax into a few readings with you. End of the week. We've all had a hard, long week. So what the heck, right? So this is for Sagittarius Capricorn. And it's for relationship, you and your person's energy. And let's see what we have here. I have some clarifiers afterward. I'm going to read these in the upright to get going. Okay. So Sag Capricorn. It's for the period of January 10th through February 10th. But when you're reading this or when you're seeing it, you can factor in when this fits for you, as you know how readings go. So as I break apart the deck, I see that, one of you wants to come together and the other is also coming out of a stalemate energy. So that bodes well. To me, that means that there could be a meeting of the minds between you and the person you're thinking about. Sag Capricorn, January 10. Yet there may be that somebody has been doing well and achieving some abundance on their own. And there's still a conflicting energy with the other party in terms of a little bit of, let's just say, self-focus. One person has been achieving success not in a selfish way, but has been realizing some of their goals almost in a way like may or may not need this relationship. And the other one, I get the feeling, is more tied in emotionally, but maybe withholding. So we're getting some conflicting energies right off the bat. And again, the feeling of wanting to reconcile and the feeling of some things still not being clear or known. So I can tell you out of the gate, there's some conflicting energies that are not altogether lined up here. I don't mean between the two of you. I mean even within each of you. Okay. So Sag Capricorn, you are in the energy of a bit of defensiveness, blocking, being really careful about what you're releasing right now. You're wanting to hold on either to your boundaries or the connection. You see your person as going through something as well, that maybe they've been hurt or resentful. It could be a joint energy, but that is really in the place of how you see them. How you feel about them is you really actually want to communicate. Despite the fact that you're holding on to something, I don't know if it's as much holding on to your boundaries as it might be that you're holding on to the relationship. You don't want to let go of the relationship, and you ideally would like to do some communicating. Your person is in the energy of conflict and zero-sum game, win-lose. They may, to me, this is an immature energy of I'm going to strategize over you and I'd rather have a one-up on you, and I don't like when you're ahead of me. It doesn't serve anybody, unfortunately, and actually doesn't even serve this person, and you actually know that. You're kind of one step ahead on the evolution cycle here, which is really interesting because they see you as feeling hurt and betrayed. You see them as feeling hurt and at a loss, or that there's been a loss. You both see the other one like that. The way they feel about you, though, is the Wheel of Fortune. So they feel that this is a karmic connection. They may feel that it's a matter of timing, that they're willing to kind of cast this over to the universe a little bit and not feel like they have to control it right now. The energy between the two of you is death and transformation and transmutation. So, yeah. So with the Wheel of Fortune feelings on your person side, and the last sign of the swords, meaning that the next thing that comes is change. Um, there is an energy wanting to come in of change, turning the page, and complete evolution here. It's too soon to say if this is an end of the relationship. It doesn't always need to be. The potential challenge is the Queen of Wands. So generating that same spark, magnetism, excitement is a challenge right now. The advice is um, the advice I'm getting is that you have something that you can help each other with. In an advice spot, this wouldn't be you should separate yourself, you should stay out in the cold, you should disconnect. To me, this is saying the two of you have a kindred spirit and maybe have experienced some mm, like history that has caused you each pain that you both identify with, or that in the past you've been um, comrades and allies against kind of all odds. And the advice might be to tap back into the thing that originally brought you together because there is a karmic bond here. The potential outcome is clarity and victory. Um, and the bottom of the deck, though, is the Two of Coins. So there is an undercurrent of either a busyness or there's a lot going on as an undercurrent of the deck. So let's clarify and then let's pull some extra cards. So why don't we talk about why you are in, why don't we examine why you are in the Four of Pentacles? Why is Sag-Capricorn in the Four of Pentacles? Seven of Wands and Seven of Cups. So there's some confusion. You're defensive and holding your boundary, or you're holding on to something that you don't want to let go. You've reached a certain level of achievement either in your life right now or in this relationship that you felt that was progress, and you want clarity and you're fighting off confusion. You're fighting off confusion, and actually you would like to simplify this situation. It kind of feels like a lot to you, like there's a lot of choice, or there's a lot of options, or there's a lot of ways to go with this. So you're resisting thinking of it too confusingly, and you're resisting the fantasy aspect of it. You would like to be more realistic and just kind of get down to what is the bottom line here. And until then, you're kind of holding back and you're holding on. Like, I don't want to let go, but I also don't want to let my guard down too much. You see the person as the Three of Swords. Yeah, they've been through some family upheaval, perhaps, harmony and family life upheaval. And yet they may be needing to come to a difficult decision. They may need to take their blinders off, and you see them as needing to make a decision. You want to come in and communicate. What do you want to communicate? Or have you been already texting them? Have you been already pinging them? You want to come together, Nine of Discs in the reverse, and seek fairness, justice, give and take. You're thinking that if you strike up communication, stay in the game, that you can come into the partnership, even, I don't know in what form, but you can stay engaged if you can just get a little bit of even give and take with this person. You may have been the one that was doing more giving in the past and it feels unfair, but you're not willing to walk away. Your person's in the energy of the Five of Swords, which I really don't like. None of us like this. Five of Swords energy is a sneaky and underhanded energy. They want to end a separation of a partnership. They want to end they may even want to end the partnership, one they're already in or one with you that's not working. or they want to do things in a really rebellious way. Like they want to fight society's standards or what people are telling them to do. So they're kind of stepping back from what's expected of them. And they might even do that in a sort of rebellious way. This may resonate only for some of you, but that's the message I'm getting. They see you as feeling betrayed, and that they see you because you can't create and aren't feeling that you have a victory with this. They see that you're feeling betrayed and hurt by something that happened to you elsewhere or through them. And therefore, you're not willing to create, manifest. You don't feel that you can get success either with them or in general. And the wheel of fortune that they feel about you is emotional. It's highly emotional. Um, and there is this element of being, seeking this go it alone and feeling left out, and maybe I should go it alone because this may not be our time. They're kind of, maybe some of them are feeling kind of philosophical about it. But there's a lot of drama with the way they feel about this. It's not that they're rising above it. There's definitely a dramatic, maybe almost immature emotional drama or emotional component to this. The energies between the two of you being the death and ending. Page of Swords and Ace of Wands. So there wants to be someone coming in to communicate and maybe even restart a passion or ignite a passion. I don't know if one or both of you has something that you're pursuing in terms of a creative or work pursuit, or the passion is actually wanting to come together with each other. Like maybe there's something that needs to be spoken, and once it's clarified, you might be able to kickstart something here. So the ending may not even be that you need to end this particular relationship. It may be that there's an ending to the way you're thinking about it or the way you're approaching it to strike out with something new. And this would say something like kickstart the passion or ignite the passion again. The challenge, though, is igniting the passion again with the Queen of Wands in the challenge. Why is that? King of Pentacles upside down. Page of Pentacles upside down, because somebody, and I'm thinking it could be you, but could be your partner, the King upside down. There's somebody that's trying to be a bit manipulative, probably tending to be selfish, is not extending an offer here. Therefore, it is challenging to get this emotional jump start. Obviously. The challenge, the advice being the Five of Pentacles, is to resolve the conflict, experience the loss, and decide if you have it in you to go through it for another round. This warrior upside down would say you're feeling kind of removed from the connection and you're feeling the loss and you don't know if it's worth your investment. You definitely don't know if it's worth your investment to build, to continue to invest and build. The potential outcome will be that you'll learn what's going on here about this broken relationship and why it needed to end or why the chapter is ending. You will come clearer about it. There's something that's going to come clear, I think, during this time frame, this coming month. And somebody might have been juggling or really busy at work, not putting attention to creating and moving on. Somebody, your person may be under like severe stress. So they couldn't create with you, and they were just literally doing what they could to manage their stress. Literally. It's not even that it may even be personal to you. Okay? So let me pull some Mystic Moon oracles for your side. Just lost a card. And for your person, for you, Sag-Capricorn, January 10 to February 10. We got these two. Release and surrender. Wow, very similar energies. Wow, that's so cool. So you there's nothing you need to do here, is what I'm getting, is that you need to release this tight grip that you might be holding on to resentment. You might be holding on to this hurt, betrayal feeling. You might be feeling that if something's going to happen, it has to come from you. Strategizing, thinking, is there something for me to do here? Is there not something for me to do here? You need to release. You need to release and surrender. Maybe you already are, which would be good. Clarity will come anyway. Oh, geez, sorry. These are slippery. These are relatively new. Clarity will already come. And so for your person, dark night of the soul, and pause. Yeah, they're going through a harder time. They may be feeling, based on this separation or evaluation during the separation, despite there being a pretty deep tie, it's forcing them to go inward, and they've been in some depression. Maybe your person might be feeling some dark times. They are apart from you, but it's forcing them to evaluate things, and it feels like they kind of need to do this. And they consciously know they need to do this, and they've put things on pause for that reason. Because maybe there's pride, maybe there's just things they have to go through. But that could be the reason for the pause. It could be there's definitely some things that they're dealing with. Let's take a couple messages of the Twin Flame messages. This is also by Mystic Moon. For the person you're thinking about, Sagittarius, Capricorn, during this time, January 10 to February 10. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Some guilt and regret. They're realizing that they don't necessarily have something better, and I still love you. It doesn't get a lot clearer than that. There's definitely some regret and some torn feelings by the person you're dealing with. So at a minimum, if you're wondering if that person has been thinking of you or has deep feelings for you, it was a Two of Cups turned upside down. And I think with the World and the Wheel of Fortune, this is a karmic situation. And you know how it goes with the karmic situations. On some level, they don't go away. It's just that you're processing it on a different level. So know that. Give this month a chance for you to release and surrender, and not feel that you have to push it to make it right and just. Kind of go with the flow. If there's change happening or endings happening, maybe examine it, and there will be a time to maybe get clarity. The clarity you may get may be in the form of communication, or it may be in the form of something you get within yourself. So we never know. So I hope that was helpful in some way, Sag, Capricorn, and please comment, please share, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for another reading soon. Thanks, and Happy New Year.